Next problem 171. For hydrogen, Cp minus Cv is given as A, oxygen Cp minus Cv is B, but we have to be careful with the symbol sizes. If the capital letters are given, means this is a molar heat capacity. Okay, and A and B are molar capacity, means that is supposed to be R. So this is supposed to be equal to R, this is also equal to R. This is for molar heat capacities. If R is RR means what? A equal to B equal to R for any gas. But if you are taking that CPC, specific heats, if you have taken specific heat capacities, if they are given me small letters, they will give Cp minus Cv equal to A. If they give it as a specific heats, it means Cp minus Cv. That is supposed to be equal to small r you will have. That is R1. But relation that is supposed to be given as A is supposed to be equal to R. This is for the A. And Cp minus Cv. What is R is equals to R by small r is equals to capital R by molar mass. This is nothing but equal to capital R by molar mass. Molar mass of first metal is hydrogen. This is molar mass of hydrogen, that is 2 you will take. For hydrogen is a diatomic molecule, that is nothing but equal to 2 units. So we will get is equals to by 2. Therefore Cp minus Cv, this is for hydrogen, minus Cv is equals to R by 2. Next for the oxygen, Cp minus Cv equal to B. This is for hydrogen. Small r is different for different gases. The relation is Mr equal to Nr. This is in terms of the gram, this is in terms of the moles. Equal to B is equals to R oxygen, which is nothing but equal to R by molar mass of oxygen. This is for O2. Oxygen molar mass, molecular weight. Atomic weight is 8 neutrons, 8 protons, 16 into 2 to O2, molecular means 32 you will find. So molar mass of hydrogen is 2, molar mass of oxygen is 32. The result is Cp minus Cv is equals to B equal to R by 32 you will have. They will ask you the relation between A and B you want. So A and B relation is this R, you can equate it. R is equals to 2A is also equal to 32B. That means A is equals to 16, B is the relationship. This if you are using the specific, this you are using the molar heat capacity. So you have to be careful. Both the questions are possible to ask. If they don't mention, go for the molar only. This question is related to the molar, but other places this problem is also there. And capital R value, if taking the calories, if they mention CpCv, R should be taken as a 2 in any other problems. Next 174, gas is suddenly, this suddenly word important. Suddenly means adiabatic process, temperature is not constant. Suddenly gas expands. If you pump the air into the tires, vehicle tires, the piston becomes hot, that pump becomes hot, that means temperature is changing. And puncture is taking place, means suddenly gas expands into our atmosphere. The sudden process, expansion, sudden adiabatic expansion, temperature changes and temperature decreases. Adiabatic compression, temperature increases. Expansion decreases, compression increases for adiabatic process. Suddenly means adiabatic you have to take. So the sudden process means adiabatic. Slow process, very slow process if you take, that is isothermal. Temperature is constant. Here temperature is not constant. The volume is compressed from 800 to 100 cc, and it is given gamma is equals to pi by 3, means it is supposed to be monoatomic gases. What is the final pressure? If initial pressure is P, they gave you. In the adiabatic process, the relation between the P and V is PV to the power of gamma equal to constant. P1 V1 to the power of gamma equal to P2 V to the power of gamma. And in terms of the temperature, they give you TV to the power of gamma minus 1 equal to constant, means T1 V1 to the power of gamma minus 1 equal to T2 V to the power of gamma minus 2. And pressure temperature relation is P to the power of 1 minus gamma into T to the power of gamma equal to constant. In the case of adiabatic process, the work done formula is Nr by gamma minus 1 into T1 minus T2. PV equal to nRT is applicable for both isothermal and adiabatic. But in the case of isothermal, temperature is constant. What we take is PV equal to constant, or P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. Work done in the isothermal process is nRT log E V2 by V1. V2 by V1. If this log E converted into log base 10, that means 2.3026 or 30t N0t log with base 10. Without writing base means 10 only you have to take. This L log base E can be written as ln also into V2 by V1. P1 V1 equal to P2 V2, therefore V2 by V can replace with P1 by P2. This is for isothermal work done, this is adiabatic work done. If 1 mole of gas means N is equals to 1 only we generally take. But PV equal to N0T is applicable for adiabatic process also, isothermal process also. In isothermal process, this right hand part is constant for given N moles of gas. Next work done is NR in adiabatic process work done is NR by gamma minus 1 into T1 minus T2. Sir, 1 minute. Here problem. Adiabatic process P to the power gamma equal to constant. That means P1 V1 to the power gamma is equals to P2 V to the power of gamma. You are asked to find out P2. P2 is equals to P1 into V1 by V2 to the power of gamma. P1 is P, V1 is initial volume is 800 and compressed to 100 cc final volume. And to the power of gamma, gamma is 5 by 3. 0 0 cancels, 8 can be written as a 2 cube and power 3 cancels. 2 to the power of 5 is 32 into P. You will get the answer. Next question number 180. Adiabatic expansion, N is 5 moles, gamma is 1.5 or 3 by 2. Temperature is decreased from 87 degrees centigrade to 27 degrees centigrade. Cooling. Change in temperature is 87 minus 27 degrees centigrade is equals to kelvins. Temperature in centigrade is nothing but equal to temperature difference in kelvins. Temperature difference centigrade kelvin same you have to take. So work done in adiabatic process is NR by gamma minus 1 into T1 minus T2. Result is 5 into 5 moles given, R by 1.5 minus 1 into 60, 5R by 1 pi. R value, answers are given in terms of the calories. Because calories are given, R you can take it as a 2 units. By 1.5 minus 1 is 0.5 into 60, 5R by 0.5 into 60 is 600 R. R can be taken as 8.31 or 2, but answer is given to the calories, so 2 you would use. Multiplying this, you will get the expression work done as equals to 1200 calories. But joules means 4.2 multiply with, you will get the in terms of the joules. Next 184th question number. Water falls from a height of 160 meters, kinetic energy, half of kinetic energy. Half of kinetic energy is converted to heat. Find the temperature change. So whatever the water falls from height, the potential energy is having converted into kinetic energy, that is rising the temperature at the bottom. So, but total kinetic energy is not converted. Half of kinetic energy converted. So potential energy equal to kinetic energy, but half of that energy is only converted into heat. Heat increase in temperature equal, heat given absorbed or increased is mass into specific change of temperature, dq values. So delta T you have to find out. Mass cancels. You will get is half GH equal to specific of water into change in temperature. Specific of water is 1 calorie per gram per degree centigrade, or SI energy is 4200 you have to take joule per kg per Kelvin. So G is 10 if you are taking, or 9.8 nearest value you will get into 160 meters by 2 into specific of water. The result is 0.19 something, you will get approximated to 0.2 degrees centigrade. Next question number 190. In the case of diatomic gases means gamma is equals to 1.4 or 7 by 5 we take. What is this is very important problems. Fraction of heat converted into change of internal energy you have to find out, or fraction of heat converted into work. Heat into work or heat into internal energy change. They may ask just a fraction, or they may ask the percentage change also. dq equal to du plus dw. dq is the total heat supplied, part of that is converted into change in internal energy, remaining part is converted into change of work done. So dq is in terms of the related to total heat at constant pressure means ncp dt. Cp equal to dq by ndt. Change in internal energy at constant volume takes place, so du equal to ncv dt. Work done is equals to pdv. dv, if v is constant, isochoric process dw is 0. dw equal to pdv or pv equal to nRT. Differentiation you will get a dv equal to nR dt. pdv equal to nR dt you will get. And Cp minus Cv equal to R, Cp by Cv equal to gamma. Using this relation, you will get the expression for the amount of heat supplied converted into internal energy. Fraction of the energy supplied is converted into internal energy change means du by dq. Fraction of heat energy converted into work done means dw by dq you have to take. So du by dq means they take the ratio of this du by dq. Common terms cancel, what it is Cv by Cp, but Cp by Cv is gamma. Reverse that is 1 by gamma. 1 by gamma is 5 by 7. If they ask percentage into hundreds. In percentage into 100. In this question they didn't ask percentage, but you must find out other places the problem is there. This is also not there in the problem, but we will work out here. Fraction of heat converted into work means dw by dq. dW by dQ means R by Cp remains, R by Cp, but R equal to Cp minus Cv by Cp, Cp here, Cp by Cp is 1, you will get is 1 minus Cv by Cp, but Cp by Cp is 1 by gamma, so 1 minus 1 by gamma, 1 minus 1 by gamma means 1 by, this gamma is equal to 7 by 5, means this becomes equal to 7 minus 5, 2 by 7 is a fraction. But percentage means into 100 you have to take, that is 28.57. Next 247, there is a transmission of heat. Heat is transmitted from one place to other place by the three modes. One is by conduction in solids takes place, and also liquids, gases under high pressures can take place. Conduction and convection and radiations. Conduction is related to thermal conductivity of all the three. Fastest method of the transmission of heat is radiation, that is electromagnetic radiation. Thermal radiations is having the electromagnetic waves which are nothing but infrared radiations. Convection takes place in the solid liquids and gases due to the motion of the molecules. Radiation don't need any medium, it can transmit in the vacuum also with the speed of light. Now coming back to this conduction methods, in the solids the heat conducted through the solids in the form of a rod of area of cross section A, length L, with the temperature difference between the two ends is theta 1 and theta 2. The temperature difference is theta 1 minus theta 2 by length is called the temperature gradient. This is also taken as a d theta by L, is called the temperature gradient. If Q is proportional to A, temperature gradient and time, more heat transmitted. So this proportionality constant is K. K is called as the coefficient of thermal conductivity. Its units are important, dimension formula also important. Mostly units are very important ones. And Q by T if you take, it is called as the rate of flow of the heat. Time, if you take it to the left side, Q by T is the energy by time, is power only. The thermal power transmitted is also called as, that is power is equals to K into temperature gradient. But if you use the word called as the steady state, in the case of the steady state, the rate of flow remains constant and temperature difference always remains constant. Rate of flow means Q by T is constant, temperature gradient is constant, theta 1 minus theta 2 by L is equals to constant. Temperature will never be equal throughout the conductor, it will become equal only after infinite time. And at the steady state, the amount of heat absorbed is just remain constant here, and the rate of flow of the heat remains constant. In that case, the temperature gradient and Q by T both are constant. So between these two ends, the temperatures are theta 1 0 degree centigrade, theta 2 is 100 degree centigrade given in this problem. Same conductor, not two different conductors. In that case, the heat transmitted from throughout the conductor is constant in the given time. Then temperature gradient A to B, theta 1, theta 2, but theta 2 is 100, means it is actually transmitted from 100 to 0, reverse, high temperature to low temperatures. 100 theta 2 minus theta 1 you have to take, and the formulas I give it as a difference symbol. You take it as a theta 2 minus theta 1 by length. The total length is 100 centimeters is equals to temperature gradient here at 60 centimeter distance. You are asked to find out from point A. So this temperature theta naught is more than theta 1. So theta naught minus theta 1 by the distance between these two is x. This formula we use, and the result substitution 100 minus 0 by 100 means 1 it will get. This is going to be theta naught, you have to find out, minus 0 by 60. So theta naught is 60 degrees centigrade only. If you are given the two different materials, similar procedure you have to follow. Two different materials with a different K values. This is a theta 1, theta 2. Theta and the temperatures, they are not times, they are not degrees. Theta 1, theta 2, you have to be careful with the symbols, theta and Q. Two different materials, this is a K1 and K2, this is L and L1 and L2. Then in a steady state, the rate of flow is constant. This is a junction temperature theta naught. Then Q by T is constant. Q by T, this by T is equals to constant. Then in that case, what you get relation is temperature difference. This K1, K2 different. Area of cross section is same. That means theta 1 minus theta 2 by L, or Q by T equal to constant means K1 A1 into temperature difference. If it is transmitted from theta 1 to theta 2, theta 1 minus theta 2 by L1 is supposed to be equal to the heat transmitted to the second conductor, that is nothing but equal to K2A2 into theta naught minus theta 2 by L2. This is L1, L2. This is a condition you have to take. Same area of cross section, therefore A1 is equals to A2 cancels, K1 delta theta by L1 equal to K2 delta theta by L2. You may be asked to find out this temperature gradient. K1 is a theta naught. So you will be asked to find out what is the junction temperature. Direct formula is also there, you can use that. You have to remember that formula is always better.